introducing her opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record, 8 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 114 pounds. Fighting out of Volgogorsk, Ukraine, Marina Iron Lady Moroz. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jorge Alonso.
Jorge Alonso, our referee for this one. And he's back to the stare downs. He thinks this is the main event, DC.
Jorge Alonso is the man. I was going to say this a little bit earlier. We had a stare down on Fight Pass, but where did he go? I want more of him. And here he is. He's back at it again. Stare down to every fight for Jorge Alonso.
All right, Marina Moroz in black as we reel it back in. Anджела Хилл is in gray. Hill talked a lot about mixing up her attacks here tonight. We'll see if she chooses to follow up on those words with actions.
And talked about pressure, right? She talked about pressure, moving forward, and already you see her moving forward. But John, just like you talked about Moroz, throwing those punches, but just kind of throwing that air. She was just throwing that air a second ago.
Well, and the way Anджela Hill put it is that Moroz sort of spams combinations and she's not really landing.
Yeah, a lot of times she wants you to look like she's working, but Hill has landed some good strikes already.
Nice right hand over the top, lands clean for Hill. Hill loads up on the right hand, misses. Moroz no good on the counter.
Moroz is going to have to actually land something with some power. She's going to have to get some respect from Anджela Hill. You know that Anджela Hill has a great chin. She took a ton of damage in that fight over Super Bowl weekend last year, and she continued to press, stayed in the fight. Moroz is going to have to sit down on something to earn some respect. Nice overhand by Anджela Hill.
That overhand right has found its home several times for Anджela Hill here, about a minute in.
She's doing a good job of throwing the overhand right and taking her head off to the opposite side to evade the damage coming back.
Moroz training under Mike Valley at VFS Academy in Chicago. Her husband a staple in her corner as usual.
Nice uppercut there by Moroz. Moroz has already got some redness under her left eye.
If you've watched Anджela Hill, you likely know the book on her now as she kicks Moroz's lead leg there. She started training as a workout with her husband after graduating with a BFA from the Cooper Union School of Art in New York City. And they realized pretty quickly that Angie had some skills.
Anджela Hill has landed the outside leg kick time and time again. She's throwing it off of her jab. She throws her jab, throws the outside leg kick, and it's landing time and time again. Hasn't been checked once.
Again, that right hand lands for Anджela Hill. No denying Moroz's toughness. If you've seen her UFC career, she can take a shot. But a pretty good start tonight offensively for Anджela Hill. This fight came together about 5 weeks ago. Abbreviated training camp for Hill.
Oh, nice combination by Moroz.
Left hand lands and Hill follows it up with a right hand. Now potentially trying to get this fight down, DC.
Moroz is doing a good job of driving her leg back, moving the head back to the inside. Now she's right back in the middle of the octagon where she wants to be striking.
Some pretty significant swelling already around that left eye of Marina Moroz.
That right hand can't miss for Anджela Hill. She is throwing that right hand after she lands kicks just to try to continue combinations.
Good output on both sides, but Anджela Hill, as the -165 favorite, off to an outstanding start tonight.
Just looks like her strikes just have a little more meaning to them.
Yep.
Every time she lands, they seem to have a little more meaning than the strikes of Moroz. But you can see how Moroz can throw 250 strikes over the course of 15 minutes because she's constantly moving her hands. She's constantly active. Look at that. Nice left hook there by Moroz.
Just one career win by knockout for Marina Moroz. There's the significant strike picture through about 4 minutes. Advantage in terms of the output and the accuracy for Anджела Хилл.
Anджела Hill is doing a really good job of listening to her coaches and doing a good job of just constantly marching forward. She's not allowing Moroz to come forward and dictate to her at all. Right there, Moroz misses the spinning back fist. Hill goes right to her takedown.
Moroz very physically strong. This would be something if Hill could get her down. Stays committed to it. Moroz just out of range on that uppercut. Hill loaded up on a right hand, nothing doing. Round 2 next.
Breathe. Sit down. Big breath. Hey. Just like that. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. We're good. Breathe. Hey. Same thing. Don't give her any points whatsoever. Just don't give her any points. High and lows over there, and then we're gonna have to double up the attack. Okay? Remember that. Double up the attack. Other than that, I need a setup to the low kicks. Okay? 2-3 to her glove. Feints. Catch that push that she's throwing. Come in with the overhand right. Once you feel you land something, we're gonna get on the hustle right away for a second punch. Okay? Perfect. Anything, Adam?
You see that push kick? Come out with that punch. Catch that push kick and need you to step in with your right hand, step in with the left hook.
On open mat, we're gonna go for that overhand single. Okay? So move. Look for the overhand single right now. Back it up.
It's a Big East Wednesday night jam doubleheader on FS1. It all starts at 6:30 Eastern as Providence battles number 4 Xavier, then 3rd-ranked Villanova takes on Seton Hall. Catch all the action on FS1 or stream it live on Fox Sports Go. Round 2 yours now. Anджела Хилл wearing gray, Marina Moroz in black. Any thoughts on the corner work after round 1?
Yeah. In Hill's corner, they told her they wanted to hide the leg kick a little bit, throw the jab, follow with the leg kick, and then when she throws her overhand right, go to the single leg. They want her to take this fight to the ground.
We'll see if Hill can follow up on that command. Good start for her, though, of course, in round 1. Moroz backed up to the fence there.
And they want her to throw off of that front kick that Moroz is throwing time and time again. There it is again. They want her to throw. Moroz throws that front kick. They want her to throw a right hand. You got to be careful with Moroz because her hands are constantly moving and she throws everything in combination. She's not throwing one strike. She throws 2, 3 at a time every time. 2 big right hands right there by Anджела Хилл.
And that is part of the reason why Moroz's significant strike accuracy is down around 25% because she's throwing upwards of 250, 300 strikes in a fight.
She's very active. She's in phenomenal shape. I don't think it would take much for her to just put a little bit more on some of these punches.
Moroz told us she never stops training. She had what amounted to a 3-month camp overall for this one, despite the fact that this fight came together about 5 weeks ago. Clinch situation here, one underhook for Anджела Хилл. Oh, nice uppercut from Hill.
Nice uppercut off that clinch by Hill.
Back to the center now, just over 3 minutes to go in this middle round.
Moroz is having much more success in this round than she did in the first. She's not getting hit by as many right hands, and she's now not allowing Hill to just walk her down without anything returning. Now she's doing, look at that. She went off her punch into a body lock, pushes Hill up against the side of the octagon. Oh, nice step across throw by Anджela Хилл.
And you wonder if Moroz welcomes this situation. We talked about her submission acumen, but finally a dominant position on the ground for Hill, largely because of the Moroz attempt.
Yeah. She went into that position. Now Moroz has an underhook, so she's okay here. She just has to get off her side, build up to her left elbow so that she can start working to escape. Now she goes right into the guard.
Oh. Hill loads up on the elbow and lands, trying to get some separation here from Moroz. Moroz doing a nice job controlling the hands.
Nice pass by Anджела Хилл. Into a near side cradle. Big knee right hand, good job. Anджела Хилл striking on the break.
And the wherewithal after landing that right hand to get her head out of harm's way. So pretty good job defensively as well by Anджела Хилл as we approach the 90-second mark here, round 2.
You know, we talk about Moroz maybe not throwing everything with 100% power, but as we move, Anджela Хилл doesn't necessarily look tired, but you can see her wearing the fatigue a little bit more than Maryna Moroz.
Yep.
Because she's throwing with more power. Her mouth's a little bit open. She doesn't seem as fresh, obviously, going into the third round as she was at the beginning. And Moroz seems fresh.
And unlike her opponent, Anджela Хилл, who got into this as an adult, Maryna Moroz has a lifetime of repetitions as a striker, master of sport in boxing and kickboxing. As we mentioned, formerly a member of the Ukrainian national boxing team, so she could do this for hours. Under a minute here, round 2. And you're right, Hill's pace starting to wane a little bit. Body lock here for Moroz up against the fence.
Moroz can secure this takedown if she takes her left leg across, steps and hooks the leg and starts to circle Anджela Хилл back towards the center of the octagon. Great job by Anджela Хилll squaring up her hips. I'm trying to talk a little bit more because I'm not
right
sure they can hear me.
Oh, they can hear you.
I'm not sure they can hear me.
Little knee from Hill. Nice counterattack by Moroz.
Deep breath. Okay. Same way. Deep breath. I just need volume, okay? Deep breath. The low kicks are there. She's trying to kick. Every time she throws a left high kick or anything up, come back down south to it and hit her on the leg. Okay, just follow it back.
I feel like every time I throw it, I hit with a teeth.
Yeah, because we need a little bit of feint. She's playing the long range. But listen, then feint, get that teeth out and get behind it, and then go. Once you get inside, I need some flurries. We need points. Even though I think you control that run, I think that she might have given it to her.
Yeah.
Once started, she's going to come back, and then the takedown will be there.
Okay.
When you throw the PKs, I want you to call punches and kicks together. Everything together. And look at the head kicks. High kicks.
Let's go, mama. Let's go.
Let's go, Maryna.
The Fox UFC Fight Night prelims are sponsored by Cerveza Modelo, the official beer of the UFC. Well, we mentioned off the top, big year on paper shaping up for the UFC strawweight division. A big 5 minutes here between Anджela Хилл and the number 14 ranked contender Maryna Moroz.
The message from Eric Del Fiero: I thought you controlled the pace, but we've got to score more points because Maryna Moroz is doing what she does, being active and scoring points. He said, I think you won the round, but I'm not sure because she's so active. Let's go score some points when we get on the inside.
Hill has landed twice as many significant strikes unofficially as has Maryna Moroz. Of course, the judge is not privy to our stats monitor, so you never know. Pretty good body kick from Maryna Moroz.
And again, just activity, man. I mean, now 3 strikes by Anджela Хилл and 3 strikes that count. But to those 3 strikes, Moroz has thrown 15.
Right.
You know, so you never know what these judges are watching. But again, the more telling, the strikes that mean more belong to Anджela Хилл. But once again, look at all this activity from Maryna Moroz.
Nice body kick from Moroz. Pretty good combination from Hill, and then gets her head out of the way of the strikes coming back from the Ukrainian. And Hill was complimentary in some respects to the style. She did say that Moroz spans combinations, but she wishes that she could have output like that.
Yeah.
Not every woman, or any fighter, I should say, could be able to throw 200-300 strikes a night and not fatigue.
No, not many people can do it. I mean, Moroz has thrown almost 200 strikes already, and we still have 3 minutes left in this round. There goes another 3 or 4.
Right hand over the top is there for Anджела Хилл. Another nice stick and move there. 2+ minutes gone by here in this third and final round. Later tonight here on Fox, big main event in the featherweight division. Josh Emmett, Jeremy Stephens. Also the co-main event in this very division between 2 of the top 5 contenders, Tisha Torres, Jessica Andrade.
Now Anджela's pressing again. Good inside leg kick by Anджela. You see the urgency. Now you see Anджela Hill starting to get a little more urgent and go forward into Marina Moroz.
See what Hill chooses to do or tries to do with this clinch situation. Back to the well with the knees. 2 minutes now to go. Moroz is just non-stop. Anджela Hill has slowed down a little bit. Here's the striking picture round by round. And you see Moroz has certainly attempted more in each round, but has landed more than Anджela Hill in this third and final.
But even the attempts, you know, the attempts from Marina Moroz, the connect percentage, I'm not exactly sure what it is right now, but I'm sure it's pretty low, but it's all activity for this young lady. I mean, 19% she's connecting on, but just constantly throwing and constantly moving her hands. And Anджela Hill has landed 50% of her strikes, and more telling strikes, because every time she lands, there's meaning behind it. So what are the judges looking for, John?
I'm glad I'm in this seat and not theirs, I'll tell you that. Under a minute now to go in this third and final round.
If I'm judging this fight, I obviously put more emphasis on the strikes that matter. But luckily, I'm not judging this fight.
Perhaps they read into the body language as Hill lands a knee.
Good elbow by Anджela Hill. Oh, nice elbow there. Big elbow right down the break by Hill.
Might have been her most significant strike of the fight. Left hand over the top for Angie. Left hook lands for Anджela Hill.
You hear the corner of Moroz just saying, stay in her face, keep working. I mean, this is the type of fight that they want her fighting. They want her to fight with just all-out pressure.
A right hand for Anджela Hill at the gun. So Moroz and Hill go the distance. The official decision coming up next as we continue live from Orlando. And we are back live with the Fox UFC Fight Night prelims. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision,